Yo. Sorry, it's always on 67%. I don't understand. Welcome. Welcome to another Legoville stream. Let me get my camera set up real quick. Whoa, sorry about that. Sorry, that was so loud. I'm sorry. All right. Well, we are here. We are here. Excuse me. Clean off my freaking. Here, let me clean up my chest real quick. So guys, we actually got it. I told you guys in the community post, but now we're doing it. Actually, I kind of want to put the camera somewhere else. I'm using this as a stand. Try to do this. It's like connected to something. Oh, never mind that. Oh, here it goes. There it goes. You can stand well. Okay, there we go. If I move, it's gonna be everywhere. Anyways. Bam. We got it. Right here. Lego. The Lego Japanese maple tree. Great. It's great. It looks beautiful. It has ID number 10. ID number ID number 10348. 474 pieces. 474 pieces from the botanicals, whatever you want to pronounce it. I'm a little disappointed by the box because it's like a little bit broken. This was delivered with Amazon, so that's probably why they don't handle their. There's like some lines of damage here. There's like one crease here, a huge crease here, some huge damage on that corner. That's heavily damaged. It is slightly bent. There's a damage there. There's a small scratch there. There's a little tiny bump there. There's a little crack there. I don't know, but overall we're gonna be seem to believe it. Just open this up real quick. I don't get Paper cut. All right. Reveal it. Whew. That's all. Let me go ahead and scan the QR code again with my phone, just to get I guess 20. In order to get like more points, you have to order through the Lego website, which, to be honest, I think it takes longer to like deliver. Let me try to go to the public page and see if I can try to do that. All right. Got it. Earn points. I think it's on the public page now. It's on the public register set. Now it's easy. Now that's easy. Huh. I only get 20 points if I deliver this to Amazon. Or no, I meant like you know. I'm trying to like figure this out by the manual, and if I can't, then I'll just use the go 5,960 5,900 and what? Bah! No, I'm joking. It's not related to meme anyway. It's not related to meme, but there it is. God, I hate those two numbers. Anyways, let me go ahead and sort all of these one by one. Number 5 seems like very small for this one. It's just the base of it, I think. And it concludes with the blue brick remover. Alright, let me see something real quick. I want to see what Waffle Pone stream I'm gonna watch, because I love watching Waffle Pone. Let me see what Waffle Pone stream I'm gonna watch. Murder Marathon? Oh, it's this one. This is a good one. I think I'm gonna go with. I tried SpongeBob tier list. I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't know. It's too much. It's too many. Steven freaks out making tacos. He plays Chibi Robo apparently. I want to go to the part where Jack like plays through the game and is like, "I ain't your pappy." It's like that cutscene. Okay, so he does. What the frick is happening? He's playing Dark Souls. This is what, Murder Monday. Whatever. I'm gonna find. That's Josh Lopez. What is this? All right. What the fuck is that? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to. Nothing is wrong with the manual, by the way. Maybe there's something a little wrong with that part. I could play the Greatest Breakout 49 Premiere. Why are you tiptoeing like that? This is the stream where they got their new camera. Is this a protest? What is he watching? A protest?
Guy out there. Like, I can't. Am I the only one who is like fucking shocked that there are 90, like 70, 80, 90-year-old looking dudes out here? Like,
hold on a second. Is this Extinction Rebellion? That freaking protest company that stormed in the Metropolitan Opera during Lohengrin, where like they said no opera on a dead planet. Oh God!
Is this what a Gen Z looks like?
Never dreamed of fornicating.
Okay, here's a Murder Monday. I just got out of school, virtual school.
Landon.
Steven, what the
hell? Let's play this.
WTF, why destroy a bunch of perfectly good watermelons? You imbecile. Gordon Ramsay was right, you donkey.
So many watermelons.
It's not wasting watermelons. The watermelons are in the dirt. The bugs will eat the dirt. The bugs will die. The bugs will turn will feed the soil, which will grow the crops, which will feed families. So, no, not up to waste. You're not gonna make me feel bad, you little fuck. What I'm eating here, I'll tell you what, if you're wanting to lose weight, if you're wanting to slim down, get in protein, be healthy, it's hard to see it from here.
I don't know what that is. Oh God, that's weird. Looks like freaking clay or like porridge. It looks gray. Also, there's like a Chinese at right there. Yeah, like something from China. It's like chrome. I don't know what that is. Acer palmatum. The beauty and tranquility of the Japanese red maple makes it popular with bonsai enthusiasts. As a symbol of peace, longevity, and prosperity, native to Japan, China, and Korea. It is widely cherished for its radiant hand-shaped leaves. In nature, this slow-growing tree offers breathtaking colors in spring and autumn and can live for over a century. With this Lego botanical... Okay. That's some interesting information. Is there another page? No? Alright.
Let's go work. Take Greek yogurt, which is like majority protein, and mix it with Greek yogurt, which is like majority protein, and mix it with whey chocolate powder and a little bit of honey, and it's just like chocolate pudding, but just protein. It's nothing but protein, but it tastes like chocolate pudding. It's amazing. Highly recommend it. If you want to feed your guns, if you want to feed your boa constrictors, my guy, and you don't want to sit there and eat chicken all day, that's how you do it. How much sugar is in it, though? Just 6 grams of honey, bro. That's it. 6 grams of honey, and there's like barely any sugar in the way, too. It's mostly protein. Very low carb. It's no fat. Very, very, very low carb, like just like 3 grams of sugar and like 50 grams of protein, bro. It's good shit. Landon.
I'm opening the steakhouse back up this summer. I hope to see Gobo and Cindy G.
What do you mix Greek yogurt with?
Honey, bro. Fucking all day. That's how you do it. How much sugar is in it, though? Just 6 grams of honey, bro. That's it. 6 grams of honey, and there's like barely any sugar in the way, too. It's mostly protein. Very low carb. But it's no fat. Very, very, very low carb. Like just like 3 grams of sugar. And like 50 grams of protein, bro. It's good shit. Landon.
I'm opening the steakhouse back up this.
Hold on. I keep forgetting. What did you mix Greek yogurt?
If you want to, your boa constrictors, my guy, and you don't want to sit there and eat chicken all day, that's how you do it. How much sugar is in it though? But just protein. And it's just like chocolate pudding, but just protein. Majority protein. If you're wanting to slim down, get in protein, be healthy, it's hard to see it from here. Take Greek yogurt, which is like majority protein, and mix it with whey chocolate powder and a little bit of honey. And it's just like chocolate pudding, but just protein. It's nothing but protein, but it
I kind of want to try that. Keep in mind, I had a smoothie today. It's been a while since I haven't had a smoothie. It was strawberries, pineapples, banana, and yogurt, Greek yogurt.
I'm opening the steakhouse back up this summer. I hope to see Gobo and Cindy G.
Hell yeah, man.
Starting off.
All right. Let's check this murder documentary out, my guys. Color me curious. But I want to see what's doing. This is one Jack recommended. Let's watch it, man. Let's watch it. Trashiest streamer ever next. I donated 20 earlier.
Zachary Davis.
This is over, Richard, and I will play it. If you remind me and I see it, I will play it.
Why'd you get rid of that shirt?
It had pieces of my mother's brain stuck to it. Oh my God.
God, I don't know why his voice sounds like a freaking Batman villain. I don't know.
Josh with a sledgehammer too.
This is 15-year-old Zachary Davis. He's just been brought in for questioning after a fire was discovered at his house.
So this guy just walked into this. Just sounds like I don't know. He sounds like a. My best words. He sounds like a Stephen King narrator. I don't know.
Initially, the tragedy appeared to be nothing more than an unfortunate accident. That is, until a body was discovered inside the home. Even more horrifying was the fact that the victim, Zachary's mother, hadn't been killed by the flames, but by a sledgehammer before the fire was even started.
Holy shit.
In about 3 seconds, you'll see Zachary crack, but not in the way anyone expected.
It looks kind of evil when you do that, I'm gonna have to say. I think you know you're doing it.
In this never-before-seen interrogation footage, Zachary is brutally honest as he details his crime. And
why am I like so uncomfortable right now? I'm already very uncomfortable.
yet, his astonishing motive leaves investigators wondering how much of this chilling tale is the result of a disturbed mind or a series of cleverly concocted lies. In the early hours of August 10th, 2012, emergency services were called to a house fire in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Inside the burning home, firefighters discovered the body of Melanie Davis lying on her bed, covered in blood and brutally disfigured. The single mom of 2 teenage boys worked as a paralegal and trained as a triathlete. Outside the home, one of her sons, 17-year-old Joshua Davis, waited with the police. But his younger brother, Zachary, was nowhere to be found. 4 hours later, and around 5 miles from the home, police spotted 15-year-old Zachary Davis as he walked alone down a road, attempting to leave town. He was subsequently picked up and brought to the Summer Country Sheriff's Office for questioning. His interview is just the beginning of a truly disturbing case, filled with shocking allegations and a series of twisted lies.
This is the sheriff's office, and what we'd like to do is talk to you about there's always something happened at your house, and that's what we kind of want to talk to you about your house. You've probably seen some cop shows and stuff, right? You've seen police shows and things like that. You just have rights and stuff, and so before asking questions, you must understand your rights. You want to go ahead and talk to us about what happened tonight?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you do, just Zach, what I want to do is make sure you understand that this is a waiver, right, saying you're waiving your rights. What I'd like to do is make sure you can read and write. If you would, read that last paragraph out loud.
I've read this statement of my rights and understand what my rights are.
With his confirmation that he's waiving his rights, the interview gets underway.
You've never been in any trouble, have you?
No, sir.
So, no trouble.
Bro, what the fuck is that voice?
Yeah.
Why does his voice sound like 5 people are talking at the same time? Like, does it not? Does it not sound like 3 people are talking into a mic at the same time saying the same? He's like a robot. It's a forced voice. It's just like Sling Blade. It's really weird.
Sling Blade.
Jack recommended this. Yeah, Jack watched this one. He has one tone of voice. It's fucked up. It's so weird.
Okay.
Is it really AI? AI? No. This is a real murder case. AI.
One of the obvious, unusual characteristics
Or were you joking? I think your sarcasm went above my head. I'm sorry.
Zachary is his
I'm Nikki.
lack of expression of emotion or emotional detachment.
The narrator?
His monotone voice and flat facial expression are indications of a person who is either guarded and is consciously avoiding any show of emotion, or a person who struggles to express emotion because of some other issue, such as a psychotic disorder like schizophrenia, or a developmental disorder like autism spectrum disorder. Though he doesn't offer up a lot of information himself, the disorder researched Zachary's family and began asking him about his past to get him comfortable with talking to them.
I understand that your father had passed away.
Yes, sir.
How did he pass away?
He died from Garrett's disease.
Pretty rough on you, wasn't it?
No, sir.
Didn't bother you?
No, sir.
Damn.
I was told that it bothered you. That you were upset about your dad. Is that not true?
No, sir.
So it is true?
No, sir.
Okay.
In 2007, the Davis family faced
They searched his home where they found 7 boxes of 12-gauge shotgun.
This is the stream we watched, the Randy Stair documentary, the Andrew Blaze documentary.
D&D today. I don't want to hang out in his room till 11 o'clock. I told Bree, I was like, look, I'll get off at 8 o'clock today. Nothing, 8 o'clock, 8:30. Nothing crazy. So that way we'll definitely be on tomorrow where we can, stay on longer on Tuesday since we won't be streaming 2 days after that. So let's do it, my guy. Murder Mother Effing Monday. This segment actually rules. I am all about the Murder Monday. I know some people don't have the stomach for it. Once again, a warning. We're about to watch a murder documentary like we do every Monday. If this sort of thing bothers you, gets under your skin, makes you uncomfortable, I suggest you leave now. Tomorrow is Blonde Girl Tuesday. Actually, tomorrow is a Tasty Tuesday where I will be recreating Gordon Ramsay's infamous grilled cheese sandwich. I'm sorry, I can't get this thing. I can't stop looking at this. This says AI generated SpongeBob episode. Let me just see what this is.
Which, Patrick?
Sorry, but seriously, Plankton? What did you put in this thing?
Just a little bit of everything.
All right, I already can't. God, I hate AI. fuck AI, dude. AI. Can we all just say AI sucks? It's in. Where? Watch murder. It's fine. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Okay, this is just.
All right, this thumbnail keeps catching my eye, so let's watch this one.
It's catching my eye.
Went overlooked by those around him. Nothing would stand in his way from becoming a mass killer.
I mean, that dude is such a stereotypical looking mass killer, it's crazy.
What's up, Ewu crew? It's the Raven, here to share another shocking, interesting, or just strange but very true story with you. Today's subject is Randy Stair, more popularly remembered as Andrew Blaze. Despite being known by his YouTube pseudonym, I'm going to use his legal name Randy when talking about him, as this is the name that would eventually become infamous. What makes this case uniquely disturbing is the fact that Randy actually videotaped everything, up until the day of his massacre, and left behind a trail of disturbing clues in preparation for his final plan. And although all the signs were there that something was about to go very wrong, Randy's fans either ignored it or didn't take it seriously. But Randy was dead serious, and I'm not exaggerating when I say the motive behind his massacre is the most bizarre I've ever heard. Randy first became interested in YouTube in 2008, eventually creating a channel called Pioneer Productions. At first, his content seemed pretty normal. He created Let's Plays, filming himself and his reactions as he played video games. And sometimes he'd act out skits with a toy frog and stuffed whale. He rubbed shoulders with some popular creators in YouTube's early days. He was mentioned at one point in a Ray William Johnson video, bragged that Fred supposedly liked one of his videos, and was even friends with Plasma Master Dawn, a YouTuber who recently died and was then allegedly exposed as a sex offender. But as Randy's videos went on, there was a noticeable change. You see, Randy was obsessed with the Nickelodeon cartoon Danny Phantom, which follows the adventures of main character Danny Fenton, who became a human-ghost hybrid after an accident involving the portal between the human world and the ghost zone. This is where Randy first saw the character Ember McLean. She was his first crush, and the moment he laid eyes upon her in his late elementary years, he said he instantly felt something change within him.
Like, if you look on the poster behind me, those were inspired by Ember McLean, which is a ghost from a TV show called Danny Phantom, which started back in 2003, 2004. You know, I was in
like he doesn't know.
Elementary school at that time. But this ghost, this woman, always connected with me. But ever since I first saw her, something changed. And it wasn't like I grew up or anything like that. Like, I realized, oh my gosh, I'm attracted to girls and all this. No, it just, something changed. It was like a spark. And it just connected with me. It made me feel warm inside. And it felt very familiar, which was strange. It was like I'd seen her before.
He said his official Ember phase started in 2010, but later said this obviously wasn't a phase, but a realization. As Randy fell down the rabbit hole of this infatuation, he created his own spin-off characters, also known as OC's, original characters, along with his own animated series based on the show. This series was called Ember's Ghost Squad, obviously inspired by Ember McLean. Randy was so invested in his animated series that he had stickers of his fictional characters on
I hate to say it, but this guy has Waffle Member written all over him.
Car. What started out as a seemingly innocent partaking of a fandom was about to turn into something far more disturbing. But in hindsight, perhaps the signs of Randy's dark side were evident in his early years. As a child, Randy was described as shy. He desperately wanted friends and began struggling with thoughts of death in elementary school, fantasizing that he boarded a plane and it would crash, so it would be an insta-death. Death was even a reoccurring theme in the games Randy would play as a child, making the childhood videos he'd upload all the more eerie to look back on.
So why don't you do? It's not that easy. I can't suffer, not just me, but all the people who made me suffer.
Why do you want to die so much? It's good to be living.
No, it's not.
His loneliness would follow him into high school. Though he described having a few friends, he never had a girlfriend or went on a date. It was during this time that Randy seemed to start crying out for help through attention-seeking behavior, such as writing stories in class where the characters would die horrible and gruesome deaths. He couldn't believe his teachers didn't care.
I must have wrote like 4 or 5 stories where the character got killed at the end, and I actually turned these in as assignments, and I never got like any like weird looks from the teacher or anything. She was a nice teacher and everything, really great. Yeah, the teacher never like felt concerned or anything. I just remember not getting any feedback in terms of that, so I don't know what she was thinking, but
Soon enough, Randy started investing more time into Pioneer Productions, and it wasn't long before YouTube became his passion in life. He eventually decided to dedicate all his time to his channel. It was during this time that Randy seemed to get more and more isolated. He was almost always alone in his videos. Something inside Randy would begin to break in his late high school years as he prepared to enter the real world. He began getting poor grades as he neared graduation, and he hated his job working at the Y supermarket.
And high school, I was that typical jaded teenager, you know, just don't want to be here, don't want to do anything. I'm bored with my life, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go. You know, the typical teenage drama you deal with. And
having no clue what he wanted to do with his life, he started to go down a dark path, fantasizing about setting himself on fire like the cartoon character Ember and taking his own life. And something would happen to Randy that would change him forever. One of his brother's friends, Tom, died in a car crash.
Tom Lynch. He was in my brother's grade. He's a grade below me, but I've had a class with him before and whatnot, so I knew him. And he died on his way to school in the morning. Crashed into a tree. Smashed into a tree. Dead on arrival at the hospital. And that was the first time I got messed up. That messed me up.
Though he hadn't known Tom well, he said his death really affected him. His daydreams in class became consumed with either YouTube or death, and his growing fixation on the morbid subject would lead him to start a strange tradition, driving by the location of Tom's death every year on the same day he died.
When I'm not thinking about YouTube or my family or what I love, I'm always thinking about what happens after you die. I want to do everything I possibly can in life before I'm dead. And that's just a scary thought. It's like everything has to end sometime. I'll be dead one day. You'll be dead one day. It's not good to think about stuff like that. I know this is scary stuff, but it is just weird, and I think about it too much.
Randy claimed to be struck by tragedy again after one of his newest friends, Matt, also suddenly died in a car accident. He wrote in his journal, "Tom's death sucked the life out of me. Matt's death killed me."
Doesn't matter what you do, you're gonna die. You'll end up dead one day. It's like right now. Someone right now is going to sleep. They're gonna wake up tomorrow and be dead. Someone's gonna die tomorrow that just went to sleep.
Nah, you can't wake up dead. You can't go to sleep and then wake up dead. If you go to sleep and you die, you dead. You don't wake up dead. And if a mouse snuck into your house, then is it a rat?
They don't know that. They're gonna go to sleep now, wake up tomorrow, go into the world, and they're gonna die somehow. Car accident, heart attack, some other supernatural force or whatever. Yeah, just, I think about that a lot too.
He's like, yeah, people are gonna die, you know, car crash, supernatural force, me, you know, anything can kill you.
Weird. I think about death a lot. And I take no shame in thinking about dying a lot, but I seriously do think about death all the time, and it's not a good thing. Death is not fun to think about. In a way, it's like an escape. For me, it is.
Not long after, Randy himself ended up...
Death is not a good thing to think about. It's like an escape for me, in a way. You what, mate?
...getting into a car accident, and it was like this event flipped a switch in him, causing his obsessions to spiral into an even darker, deeper place. Randy began to fixate on the idea of getting older, and this idea terrified him. This fear would eventually warp into a disgust for older people, and Randy decided that living past the age of 30 was pointless. It was here...
What? 30? I thought he was about to say 70. 30? So what, he looks at me and he's like, oh, look at that gross old man. What the fuck, bruh?
...that he decided he wanted to die young and soon.
There would be no...
30 is young, asshole. What the fuck,
no
bruh?
possible way I could live until I was 60-something. Not a chance in hell. Honestly, I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people get up every day and go to like a dead-end job, come home, do the same exact routine every day, every weekend. How do you honestly do that? I was never able to compute it in my head. How do you live on this planet for decades upon decades upon decades? I honestly don't know how you do it.
At the same time, Randy was developing some other strange
some
ideas
hobbies
involving the cartoon character Ember, writing in his journal, "I miss my cartoon..."
Bro, this guy's depressing the hell out of me, man.
...like form. Bodies in this dimension are tolerable, but they're nothing compared to that dimension.
And that's when Ember came back into my life. It was in 2013. That was just that was it. From that point forward, she never left my life again, ever.
He became convinced that after he died, he would return to his true form, a ghost girl just like Ember, and that he'd live on with the fictional characters he'd created in Ember's Ghost Squad, or EGS. This was what Randy called his big realization, that he didn't belong here on Earth. He was actually a ghost girl, and the only way he could return to what he was truly supposed to be was by dying. During this time, he also began struggling with his gender identity, leading him to experiment with wearing bras.
I guess what it came down to was I felt like I was like transgender or something. Like I felt like a woman the whole time, which spiritually I'm a woman. I'm a female soul. But I had to
No, you are an ugly man. Not only are you a man, you are an ugly man, and you would make an even uglier woman. Why is it always the ugliest dudes that think they're chicks?
Live in a man's body to do what I set out to do. That was my soul contract. That was what I was meant to do.
He eventually stole clothes out of his mother's closet and cross-dressed when no one else was home.
I was cross-dressing ever since high school. When you guys would go to your bowling leagues and Jeremy would go with you, I would either film a YouTube video, you know, back in early high school, you know, 9th, 10th, 11th grade. I would pretty much always film a YouTube video between 9th and 10th grade on every Wednesday when you would go out the door. So I would either film a video or I would cross-dress. And that's something I've kept to myself my whole life. I never told anybody about this.
He wrote in his journal, "I sit here alone on my bed full of emptiness. I'm wearing my girl clothes with my legs crossed. Why am I damned to spend 2 to 3 decades in this disgusting body? I'm not a man. Sorry, Mom and Dad, but I'm not sorry. I'm a woman. Each and every day it gets harder and harder to live in this body. I'm wearing my female natural selection shirt with my American Eagle bra, panties, and black leggings. I guess the proper term would be transgender, but I don't even fully agree on that. I'm legit a girl trapped inside a boy's body. I'm a femme soul." Randy began taking action to change his appearance in order to better match his ghost girls. He skipped meals when he could, surprised that his family didn't notice, and started shaving all of his body hair with a woman's razor. At first he hid his razor in a drawer in his room, but then for some reason decided to keep it out in the open. Again, he couldn't believe that no one noticed. Perhaps it started to seem to him like nothing he did really made a difference. Maybe he started thinking he'd need to do something more drastic to get people's attention.
Every year of my life since 2013, I just felt more and more feminine. Can't even explain it. Look at the bathroom. Look at where my stuff was. You'll see there's a girl's Venus razor there. There's the Skintimate stuff that girls use to shave their legs and arms with. Every 3 days since like 2016, I've been shaving my arms and legs an entire...
Yeah, he's so feminine. He uses a girl's razor to shave his balls.
Body every 3 days. It's just
nothing more womanly than that.
I'll say is like that white stain on the floor, like that splotch you'll see on my carpet. That was an Ember thing. I wanted to make my skin as white as possible to look like her. I wanted it to be completely white, so I bought this body paint, which was like, I don't even know what it was. It was like latex that like it becomes like glued to your skin and you gotta peel it off. And it got on the carpet and then it got freaking in my body hair, which like almost never came out at the time. What little body hair I had at the time anyways, but that stuff never came off. It's funny. Yeah, you're over there sleeping and here I am at 3 in the morning covering myself in this latex.
Randy's inner turmoil was far from over, and although his passion for Ember would continue to intensify, it wasn't long before he was forming a new obsession, the Columbine High School massacre. He began frequently posting on a Columbine forum and participating in different threads, even a thread for sharing Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold memes. One post that caught his attention read, "I know the students finished the 1999 school year at a nearby school, but I was wondering if they still had to complete their final exams. What about exams for the injured? It'd be so mean to make Patrick take them after he got out of the hospital." Randy replied, "I never thought about that, ha ha ha. Tests had to be the last thing on the surviving victims' minds." To me, Randy just seemed like one of those people who, when he's interested in something, he dives in headfirst with an almost uncanny hyperfixation.
Okay, I have to say, and I know everybody loves to, in hindsight, be like, how did everybody not know he wasn't a killer? How did everybody know he wasn't going to do something crazy? Okay, let me just say it now. Obviously, this guy is going to do something crazy because they made a video about him. I would think, and I'm not looking at it in hindsight after we already know he does something crazy. I would truly just think, yeah, this is a disturbed dude. He's probably going to kill himself, but I would not think that this guy would hurt other people. I really wouldn't. I would think this guy's probably going to end up killing himself. but I would not think he would be a danger to other people. I really wouldn't. Based off of what I've seen so far, I would not think that. I would think, yeah, he's just, you know, I would think he's too, I don't know. I couldn't see it.
But unfortunately, none of his obsessions were healthy, and now Randy was starting to get ideas. He was also starting to feel increasingly lost in life. During a live stream from 2000.
I feel like I went to school with kids like this. I feel like at least, I'm not going to say their names, but there's at least a couple kids I went to school with that remind me of this guy.
14, 3 years before his plan, Randy suddenly announced to the dismay of his fans that he wouldn't be around much longer and would probably be leaving YouTube for reasons he couldn't state.
Not leaving right this second. It could be a year, it could be a little bit longer than that. I don't have anything set in stone or anything like that. There's multiple reasons for it. I don't know, I don't really know what to say. It's just like, I'm leaving in like a year.
He ranted about how his YouTube channel was all he ever wanted to do, and how graduating from college for mass communications was a waste of 3 years, because it was a field he said he would never enter. He had his passion for YouTube, but after working at it for 6 years, he was sure he had failed. Having to accept this and figure out a different way to earn money seemed quite difficult for him.
You know, it's like, it's not really, YouTube's not a job or anything like that, but it really is like I have 2 different jobs in my life and having to balance each one. The one I care about most is YouTube, but
I wish you would say like how many subscribers he had at the time. Like, okay, I want to look that up right now. How many subscribers did he have at the most? So, what's his name? Randy Stare subscriber count. Like, how many? I wish it would say like what kind of following he had. He had about 4,000 subs. He had 4,300 subs. Okay. So he had like a little following.
Not a job. And that's literally all my time goes into the YouTube channel. I just can't deal with everything anymore.
He also talked about how much he hated his job at the supermarket, but he had to keep it for the money.
Supermarket for 4 years. I'm about to set the place on fire. Right now, that's my only source of income, and I'm not making a lot. I wish I could just do this forever. I wish I could just interact with viewers, do videos, but life doesn't allow that.
He also alluded to something extremely telling.
There's so much more than just like real life problems. There's other stuff too, that just what's in my head of what I want to do, and just things I don't want to say publicly because it would hurt a lot of people.
But somehow, even after this pessimistic live stream, Randy said that 2014 ended up being one of his best years, and so he held off on planning the grand escape from his human body. However, it wasn't long until he began to feel dissatisfied with life once again, and in 2017 he decided it was time. But before he could do anything, he wanted to finish off the EGS animation project he'd been working on. That, and he needed a weapon. He thought he'd be able to go forward with his big plan in September, figuring he'd finish his project by then. He tried to figure out a way he could decide the date based on coding the letters EGS, E being 5, G being 7, and S being 19, placing his big plan for 5/7/19. But as the days went by, he realized he couldn't wait 2 years. He wanted to die so he could become the ghost girl that was clawing to get out.
14, 13, 12 days away from doing this, you know? This is it. There's a lot on my mind.
Lim J. Hey, thank you for continuing your Waffle membership, my guy. Appreciate it.
If you're in my position, you'd have a lot on your mind too. Every day I have to make count. You know, this is it. Just under 2 weeks to live. You got 2 weeks to live. What do? Goddess forbid if somebody does see me blocking the exits, I don't know what they'd say. I don't know what I'd say. Tired of the same old routine. Tired of everything but my girls. That's really it.
In the meantime, Randy began filming a set of tapes for his parents to view after his death, planning to post them online just before he struck. He ranted in his journal about how much he hated humanity, and how he was a self-described narcissist who enjoyed watching the tapes of himself over and over again. Pages upon pages of the journal were dedicated to rambling about the Columbine massacre, as he described again and again how he was sucked into the world of Columbine, and how he felt a special connection, especially to Eric Harris. He also revealed he was extremely homophobic and racist, writing extensively about his hatred for gay people. His goal to finish the...
He is homophobic and racist. Bro, you sat around in your room wearing your mom's panties and bra. Why is it these weirdo shooter guys who like to dress up like women and tuck their junk back and obsess over anime? Why are they always also like racist and homophobic? It's like, bro. But he is trans. And he's homophobic and racist.
The animation project before he died wasn't working out. He complained in his journal that the voiceover actresses he hired weren't going fast enough, and he freaked out when an animator didn't want to work on his project because he wasn't comfortable with the theme. See, Randy's animation project was called the Westboro High Massacre. So all things considered, it's weird enough that he found anyone comfortable to even voice act for it.
Yeah.
Still don't have it. I sent the script in March. It's June 2nd. Where's my voiceovers, Laura, that I paid for? Where are they? Better have that voiceover by Monday, Laura. You're dead. It makes you feel like you don't even matter. Remember that when you work with people in the future. Because I expected to have this months ago. At least say what's going on so I know. It makes you feel like you don't matter. What the ever. People are worthless stacks.
All right, if he already... Okay, I will say, if he paid her and she still did... That is fucked up.
Nobody cares.
I'm just saying.
That's the sad truth.
As a businessman, that's pretty fucked up, Laura. It's pretty fucked up, Laura. You know what? I'm siding with him on this one thing. Laura, if he paid you and you promised to do voiceovers, that's kind of fucked up, Laura. It's kind of fucked up.
Life. Watch. All my social medias. I can't believe he's dead. I'm so sad. I loved his videos. You haven't seen Jack on my social media since. And after this happens, people will be like, man, I wish I would have talked to them more. Well, too late. It's always what happened with my fan base. As much as I love my fans, no one said Jack to me until I said something big. Like, oh, I'm leaving. If nothing major was happening, it was like I didn't even exist. What the ever. I swear to goddess. People can say they cared about me all they want. You didn't show it. But I was subscribed to you for years. Who cares? You never said anything. People say they care. I don't care. It's too late now.
But eventually, everything fell apart.
This guy is really letting us into his mind. This guy is really just opening his brain up and letting us watch, and it is fucking disturbing.
With the people he was working with, his project was stuck, and he decided he'd had enough. That he couldn't wait any longer. He purchased 2 shotguns, writing in his journal, "You were a fool to trust me with that shotgun. Oh, mother, if only you realize you just signed my death warrant by taking me to that gun shop."
That just happened. That just fucking happened.
Right,
Oh
Asa?
my goddess. Oh my goddess. I am armed. I am armed.
I got it. I got it. 2 Mossberg 500 shotguns.
My boss has been trying to get on day shift or second shift. He had an opportunity to get it, but the way things are looking, he's not gonna get it. So then also put me like on the clock here because it's like he's been trying to look for other places to work. The way I see it, I can just barely have enough time to do all this within 4 weeks. I want it to be the night of June 9th. I can't tell my parents that I have 2 shotguns now. They know I have the one, but then if they see that I have the exact same gun, but 2 inches shorter on the barrel, it'd be like, why do you need that? And that's when it starts to get into like personal stuff. Like, why do you need 2 shotguns? You're scaring me. Please don't start buying more guns. You know, I have all the pieces. I'm just waiting on getting some eyeliner. So far, it's been okay. I've gotten an occasional like, why are you obsessed with this Columbine? But other than that, virtually nothing. I don't think people would actually like think I would actually consider doing something like this.
He took target practice videos in what appeared to be in his backyard with someone else holding the camera and filming him. It makes you wonder who exactly was filming him and how they couldn't have realized something was about to go very wrong. Especially taking Randy's shirt into consideration. The same shirt Eric Harris wore on the day of the Columbine massacre. What happened next is almost unbelievable.
He had a chick hanging out with him. Guys, it's not too late for you. This guy had a chick hanging out. He showed up to her door with a Natural Selection shirt, a No Country for Old Men haircut, and a shotgun. And she a No Country for Old Men haircut and a shotgun, and she went with him. Guys, it's for Old Men haircut and a shotgun, and she went with him. Guys, it's not too late. You single guys who think you can't get a girl, he had a woman follow him while he looked like that. This guy.
Believable. Randy began deliberately leaving a disturbing trail of notes and tweets that he was planning something, and the date for his plan was June 7th. He was not being very subtle at all, but still nobody seemed to even care. In his journal, Randy seemed almost disappointed that his parents didn't notice he was planning something. He wore his natural selection shirt time and time again, and was shocked that his parents didn't catch the reference.
But Eric Harris had a white t-shirt, black text, natural selection. I bought 3 of them, yet none of you knew what it meant, which blew my mind. I didn't want to tell you that, so I kept that under wraps. That's a warning sign.
He wrote, "How she hasn't questioned me or seen the signs is beyond me."
Looking back now, you might realize, geez, I don't know how I missed it. You might just start having flashbacks in your head of certain things, like certain situations where it's like, wow, that was one of them, or that was a warning sign right there. Or...
He wondered in his journal if he would have fangirls who would obsess over him. That'd be great,
No.
he wrote. He began tweeting a series
No. The answer is no. No.
of alarming messages, not only on his main Twitter account, but on the variety
You ain't no Ted Bundy, my guy.
of alternate Twitter accounts he had created to roleplay or pretend to be his characters.
You know, I wrote all this dark, brutal, morbid, grim stuff into my videos, and people ate it up, and they loved it. They didn't realize that I actually meant it all. I started posting on all my social media how I really felt. Amber was always there in this dark place, like I mentioned. She fueled me to do this. I was like, she told me to do this. Do it for the Ghost Squad. You know, we need more souls.
He even convinced himself that one of his own fictional characters he had created, Mackenzie, was his soulmate. He drew himself as a ghost girl with Mackenzie holding hands, captioned, "Love this girl." Posing as these characters on multiple Twitter accounts, he took on their captioned, "Love this soulmate." He drew himself as a ghost girl with Mackenzie holding hands, captioned, "Love this girl." Posing as these characters on multiple Twitter accounts, he took on their personalities and pretended he was all of them, tweeting at each other, but really just at himself. Before Randy's big plan, the Ember Ghost Squad Twitter account tweeted, "If you think your body is ready for June 7th, then you're gravely mistaken. 17 days is your calendar marked. Hashtag big things, hashtag June 7th. As the days counted down to his plan, he posted under his Mackenzie account, "I can't take my eyes off the countdown clock. Andrew isn't crazy, just caught in the middle of 2 worlds and dimensions. People don't see or understand that." Looking back on these Twitter accounts just feels weird, as you're looking in on Randy's alter egos. Randy made his character Mackenzie calm and shy, while he made his other character Rachel violent and angry. In speaking through his characters, he would tweet back and forth about his plans in the wide open for everyone to see. The only thing I can think is maybe people assumed the edgy and haunting content of the posts was Randy's way of really getting into the ghost-themed characters. But to him, the fun and games, the pretending, had ended a long time ago. What might be most notable about his accounts is his character Rachel's clear obsession with Columbine. Clearly, his 2 worlds were now inextricably intertwined. At this point, Randy was completely lost in his fictional world and convinced that he would die and come back as one of his characters. It was his own fantasy that would spell his doom. And as his social media antics continued and time slowly ran out, it should have been obvious to anyone following his Twitter accounts that something was very wrong. Here's where things get chilling.
Randy wanted to go out with a bang, and in a sickening twist, he decided it would all come down to a coin flip. Whether he would commit a massacre at home or at the supermarket where he worked the night shift.
Oh my
and
God.
This is what happened.
Okay, so here's the deal. Got a 1983 quarter right here. You believe in fate? Here's the fate test. I'm gonna flip this 3 times, or the best out of 3 rather. And if it's heads, I'll do it here. If it's tails, supermarket. Best of 3. Here we go. I'm not gonna touch it. You will see it as I see it. If I can find it. There it is. That's the tails. See that? Two. Looking at it. You land, you son of here.
Yeah, what a place to flip a coin.
Heads. Had to be, huh?
have to have it come down to the very last coin flip. Okay, this is it. For all the marbles.
Oh my god, just do it.
Except we're playing for like much more than marbles here.
Doesn't even catch it. That's a true psychopath, right?
I can't believe I'm having this come down to a coin flip.
Just do it.
The flip of a coin.
Just do it.
1, 2.
Douchebag. Yeah, he's blaming. It's like a weird way of blaming the coin.
I can't see it. I see it in the grass, but I can't see it. Tails. That is a tails, folks. Tails. Which means there's going to be a loss of a human life besides my own. Possibly more than one. That's fate for you.
And just like that, it was decided, with something as silly and trivial as the flip of a coin. The fates of innocent people were sealed, and they had no idea about any of it.
See that? Did y'all just see that shit? Did anybody else just catch what I caught?
Mario Brothers.
Did anybody else just catch what I caught on that last clip? Did anybody else see that? Did anybody else see that?
Mario Brothers 2.
Super Mario 3. Super Mario Brothers 3. Dude, that game was fire. That is the GOAT Mario game, my guy. That is the GOAT Mario game. Super Mario Brothers 3, I fucking love that game. That is like top 10 of all time. That is top 10 of all time. Fight me on that. Fight me on that.
Had no idea about any of it.
Ready to die. Ready to go. 6 more nights, it'll all be over. You hear that? That's how quiet it's gonna be in my house for a week. I want to know how everyone's going to take this. How much they're going to cry. How long are they going to cry for? For all I know, this story could just be headlines one day around here and then be gone. It might not even become anything for all I know.
On June 1st, 2017, Randy posted that he was going to need the help of his fans the next Wednesday night. Randy said he needed someone to record a brief live stream of him.
I decided to broadcast it live on Facebook. I know something's going to end the stream. It's going to get cut short. It's going to get reported, flagged, whatever.
In his next message on June 2nd, Randy talks about the Westboro High Massacre video he made, which he promised would come out on June 7th.
What happened? What the happened, man? This is
June 7th. The Westboro High Massacre video he made, which he promised would come out on June 7th.
What happened? What the happened, man? This is surreal right now, but I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think this is gonna be my last video. I don't know what will happen to my channels after this. I don't know what people are gonna think of me after this. It doesn't bother me, but just looking at everyone at the supermarket, the manager's coming in, just messing around and talking about this, and 4 more nights your whole lives are gonna be turned upside down because of me. I'm gonna f your life up. I can't wait. I want that supermarket to be closed for like a month or go out of business. It's a crime scene. It's gonna be a crime scene, and then it'll be over, and then everything will just be thrown away. Whoever would have thought that a cartoon character would cause this to happen? A cartoon.
So first he's blaming the coin. Now he's blaming the cartoon character. No, it's you. No, it's you, my guy. It's you.
Cartoon character. How can a cartoon character bring all this out in you? How is that even possible? The biggest question will always be, why? And I partially told you why. I'm not gonna tell you everything. There's stuff that you still don't know about me that I'll never tell you. I'll take it to the grave. You want a chip? I'm not a psychopath. I don't hunt people down and kill them. I need to eat something substantial. I'm dying here. Take away YouTube, I'm nothing. I mean, there's other dimensions out there besides Earth. There's going to be a big eternal war. I will be laughing my white ghost female.
To his credit, at least this guy has a driver's license. That was a burn right there, man. You just burnt a lot of people, Josh. That was a good burn. Yeah, guys, this guy has a driver's license.
Ass off.
Damn.
When I get messages saying, you know, I help people get through dark times, or
Although in retrospect, maybe it's best he didn't. Maybe we shouldn't be encouraging people to get driver's license. I'm not talking about Trollinator, by the way. I'm talking about people in general.
I changed their life, you know, or my videos make them laugh their ass off or put a smile on their face. You know, that's all I ever really wanted deep down. It wasn't there in the beginning. Like in the beginning, I just wanted to be like, I wanted to get famous from it. That was pretty much it. But I was like Onision that had an actual decent fan base, pretty much. Personally, I actually used to watch Onision back in 2009. I used to use his music in my videos, and I just sort of went, like, all right, he's making really weird that I don't care about. So, because he would cross-dress and I'm like, no thanks. Even though I cross-dress myself. It's kind of funny. Pretty similar with...
What? What?
Some things we view. I say really brutal shit on Twitter sometimes, but people support it sometimes. It blows my mind. It's like, cool. It's a man's world. Men. Women are better. I'm gonna miss you guys. I really am. My emotions just aren't what they used to be. Yet the most random thing in the world can make me cry, but things that are supposed to make you cry, they don't. Let It Go and Frozen made me cry. A lot. Not just once, numerous of times. Like almost every time I'd watch the movie, and I watched the movie like 20 times. Life's real short. Sometimes it feels like an eternity, but life's so damn short. And look at me, it's like I blinked and I was 24 and a half. And I'll die 24 and a half. I sit here and I ask myself, would I do it all over again if I could? I'm gonna be dead before next week ends. I'll be dead. Legit dead. This is it. So, okay, I'll miss you guys. Wow. I'll miss you a lot. Some of you, maybe I'll see you on the other side. And this is Andrew Blaze, signing off for the last time. Enjoy the rest of your lives. Andrew, out.
And then in the early morning hours of June 7th, Randy took a strange and eerie video of the Wise Market grocery store, the place he worked for 7 years, and the same place that would later become a crime scene. In this video, it seems he's scoping around the store and checking all the exit points. And it's incredibly haunting to watch, knowing what would happen just one day later. On the night of June 7th, just hours before the horror that was about to unfold, Randy posted his final video to YouTube, his big animation project. It starts out and shows him loading 2 shotguns, which he calls the Twins, named Mackenzie and Rachel after his favorite.
This has been one of the craziest videos I have. Can I just say right now, I know it still has another almost 20 minutes left. This video has been fucking insane. How much of it that has been documented, just this guy, the way this is crazy. I have never seen something like this. I really haven't. This is absolutely crazy. Yeah, this channel, Explore With Us, my God, dude. Well done. Well done. Doesn't this almost like not feel real? Like, I feel like this is like a weird movie or something. Like this is real. This is real. This is fucking crazy.
Favorite fictional characters before he stuffs
it makes me feel really weird
into a duffel bag.
I gave them names. The first one I bought, I called Rachel, and then I called the smaller one Mackenzie, after Mackenzie West. As much as you might find it hard to believe, in this poster, I'm the one wrapping my arms around her. That's me.
Again, this is a reference to Columbine, as Eric Harris also named his firearm. But Randy didn't stop there. Eric had etched the name into the firearm, and Randy decided to do the exact...
He doesn't have any muscle. See, that would be the ultimate thing. Since he's so skinny and has no muscle, if he would go in the store and fire the first shot, and his arms just like blow off or he just like blows back like 20 feet and they can just like disarm him. It's like, hey, maybe you should have done some like push-ups or something.
That same thing.
Now I duct taped the pistol grip thanks to Eric Harris.
It's in this video that he proclaims, "I've been stepped on my whole life, not anymore. I've had enough of this putrid planet and I'm gonna leave my mark." Yeah, kinda dark, and it honestly makes me wonder what was a bigger motivator for him in the end. The rebirth as a ghost girl he so desperately wished for, or simply getting the attention he desired for so long. You're looking at the beginning of his video right now, hours before what happened.
Wow.
At this point, Randy isn't being discreet. In fact, he practically bragged that something was going to happen. It was in plain sight now, and there was still time to stop him, but still no one reported a thing.
I started talking with a girl online, and I started talking to her about the shotgun I got. She was one of only 2 people I told about the shotgun.
Clearly, something dark is about to happen, but I have to warn you that what happens next is extremely disturbing, especially because this is the kind of thing that seems like it could happen anywhere and to anyone. The next day, in the early morning hours of June 8th, 24-year-old Randy was working his night shift at the store. He and 4 other employees of the store were stocking the shelves while they got ready to close. It was well after midnight, and the store was quiet as they were all pretty tired. But because they all wanted to get the work done and head home, none of the other employees noticed that Randy wasn't actually doing his job. Instead of helping close the store and stock shelves, he was creeping to each of the exits and barricading them with pallets, trapping everyone inside. This calm and calculated preparation is especially chilling to me because there were so many chances to second-guess the plan and turn back before it was too late. Randy took none of them. He casually walks to the emergency exit and pushes a pallet in front of the door before he goes back to cleaning up the store. When he pauses again, none of his co-workers think anything of it, especially because Randy is on his phone. What no one knew was that Randy was sending out a few different videos and posts, which were all detailed plans of the disturbing thing he was going to do. Like Mackenzie, I hope we were able to get you through the day. I always hate goodbyes, but it's more like, see you later. Thank you, Mackenzie. Just before 1 a.m., right before the massacre, he tweeted as Rachel, "Me and Andrew are going to give the world a little insight as to what really lurks around in the shadows of your everyday lives." As soon as he was sure that the videos and tweets were up, Randy begins his sinister plan, something that everyone on the internet can now see coming. But his unsuspecting co-workers have no idea that they're trapped in a nightmare that Randy has already made sure they can't escape. Around 1 a.m., with the doors at the back of the building all blocked, Randy marches his way to the main entrance to the store, where he locks the doors and blocks them with another pallet. Then he pulls out the 2 pistol-grip pump-action shotguns he had hidden in the duffel bag that he brought to work. Randy had brought 2 guns just in case one of them breaks down on him or jams and he has no way of fixing it. As you'll see, Randy has taken great care to ensure that everything will go according to his gruesome plan. Eerily calm, Randy walks through the store, shotguns ready. The details of what happens next are debated, as the news accounts differ from what one of the employees says happened. I'll tell you all of it so you can make up your own mind, but be warned, what happens next is terrifying. In the store with Randy are 25-year-old Victoria, 47-year-old Brian, 63-year-old Terry, and 25-year-old Kristen. According to Kristen, she was in the same aisle as Victoria, working together to restock the shelves. Both girls have their headphones in, with Victoria's music cranked up and Kristen's a little lower. The 2 are goofing around when Victoria goes further down the aisle to get another stack of labels, completely unaware of what was about to happen. "I don't hate Victoria, but you gotta go," Randy had written earlier in his journal. All of a sudden, from where she is standing, Kristen hears a few popping sounds followed by a thud. Kristen doesn't know it, but Randy has just shot Victoria, first wounding her across the chest. But as she turned to run from him, he kept pulling the trigger, shooting her from behind at the base of her skull. And then Kristen's whole world turns upside down. When she turns to see what the popping noise was, she's met with Randy standing at the end of the aisle, about several feet away from her, the guns in his hands and Victoria laying on the ground between them. As she watches in horror and shock, Randy mercilessly fires a few more shots into Victoria. Then Randy looks up and he and Kristen lock eyes. As they stare at each other, her feet are rooted to the ground, her mind racing a mile a minute, trying to comprehend what is happening. After a few heart-pounding seconds, during which Randy must have been debating killing her, he just turns and walks into the other aisle. Now, this is one of the places that accounts differ, as Kristen says that she made eye contact with Randy after he shot Victoria, which is incredibly disturbing to consider. But the other possible version of events is even more eerie. Various news sources actually reported that Kristen hadn't heard the pop of gunfire at all. Instead, they alleged that according to CCTV footage, after shooting Victoria, Randy found Kristen where she was working, and eerily looms only a few feet behind her, and the whole time she has no idea that he's there. Randy has his shotgun still hot from being fired, and just watches her for 5 seconds. Then he turns and goes into the next aisle. I don't know which account is true, but regardless, both versions are incredibly creepy. In the other aisle, Randy finds Brian. He shoots him from far away, hitting his arm, groin, chest, and the right side of his head. 3 of the 5 shots Brian was hit with were lethal. Randy also hunts down his oldest co-worker, who at this point had probably heard the gunshots. Terry Sterling is shot twice in the back and shoulder, and I imagine that he must have been trying to run away when he was killed. According to Kristen, while this was happening, she still hadn't moved. She was frozen in fear, sure that what she had seen was a bad prank, because how could it actually have been real? When she finally makes herself move, she runs to check on Victoria where she isn't moving. She even tries to shake her a little to wake her up, but though Victoria still has a heartbeat, she's in a critical condition. Kristen realizes she has to go and get help. Because she doesn't know where Randy is in the store, she calls 911 on her phone while still in the aisle. What she didn't know was that it was sadly too late for any of her co-workers to be saved. She then runs to the self-scanners in the store, and as she does, she can hear even more gunshots. At the scanner, she can't see exactly where Randy is, a very dangerous and vulnerable position to be in. So to keep track of his location, she takes a risk and runs a little further. When she spots him and his back is turned, Kristen makes a break for the front door. Once there, she's able to reach past the pallet that Randy has blocked the exit with, and finally unlock the door. But when she goes to push it open, her heart sinks. The door won't slide. Panicking, Kristen slams her shoulder into the door until it pops open, and she can run outside and into the parking lot.
Thank God.
Even as a brief wave of relief comes over her, she knows she's not out of the woods.
Oh my God,
Just
bro.
joined. What the hell are we watching, Steve?
What up, Kyle Garnica? We're watching this chilling murder documentary, man. We are watching this chilling murder documentary. Good to have you in, Kyle.
Yet. Her instincts are to run for a car, but when she sees Randy's vehicle, she decides to avoid it and keep running up a hill in order to hide behind a bush until help arrives.
Smart girl.
While Kristen is escaping, Randy is still inside finishing his plan. Though he's managed to shoot all of his co-workers except Kristen, he opens fire on some of the merchandise in the store, shattering glass all around him before he shoots at a few of the small portable propane tanks. He wants them to blow up to destroy the store and him with it, but they don't explode. Randy continues to randomly fire in the store before he decides that he has met the end of his thorough plan. Just as calmly as he made his way through the store, Randy then walks into the deli section where he takes his own life. In a gruesomely short amount of time, a total of 59 bullets were fired, all from just one of the shotguns Randy carried. His last tweet was, "Goodbye, humans, I'll miss you." All three of his co-workers died from their wounds. Only Kristen managed to escape. Even when talking about how she had fled the store, Kristen still has no idea why Randy didn't shoot her. And so we may never know why he chose to spare her. But I think the fact that most of Randy's shootings were from farther away means that he was trying to distance himself from what he was doing. And after looking Kristen in the eyes, he couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger. After the chaos of the attack, investigators were trying to understand Randy's motive that night. So they searched his home where they found 7 boxes of 12-gauge shotgun ammunition, shooting goggles, ear protectors, and a shotgun buttstock. Police also ended up taking some of his notebooks with drawings and cartoons along with his computer.
I'm broke. Sorry. Cheers, my guy.
It's all good. Thank you for the 3, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Cheers.
Computer as evidence. Together, these materials painted a clear picture for authorities, and digging deeper into his personal life reinforced that Randy was struggling with his gender identity, and really documented his declining mental health. But the tapes he released that night, filmed over the past year planning the supermarket massacre, were the most telling, especially the strange details he focused on. You see, Randy was acutely concerned that his parents would throw away his posters after what happened, something that really shows how narcissistic he was. In the middle of planning a massacre, he was worried about his posters.
One thing I honestly hope that you guys do, give these posters to fans. You know, this...
Is this guy for real? Fucking, we're going to burn and shit on those posters, my guy. And we are going to bury you upside down. Give the posters to my fans? Fuck you! Fuck you! And, Callius Posthumus Turinus, thank you for the $2. He said, Steven, you need to hit the weights again, man. I have been hitting the weights. What the hell? Dude, I've been hitting the weights like crazy, bruh. I've been hitting the weights like crazy. What the hell you on? Get out of here.
Room was something special. You know, the posters completely border the room. It looks amazing in here. Nobody's room looks quite like mine does. If you really think about it, it's very unique. I mean, you'll have my phone and all that. You could just post them.
Yeah, what? I mean, who else's room is covered in posters? I mean, what? How unique? How unique?
Social media. Would anyone want these, you know? And I autographed
No.
the back of them. I autographed the back of all of them. So, you know, they're worth something.
But what's most clear
No.
in his tapes is how baffled Randy was.
Nobody wants that shit, bro. That shit is cursed. That shit is cursed. I would not want to touch one of those posters, man.
But somehow, no one took notice of the warning signs, especially his parents.
The warning signs were always there. They were there from the beginning.
All right, that he's right about.
Beginning. You could always say, what if, what if, what if? What could we have done? You know, how didn't we know? It was all there in front of your face. You know, welcome to reality.
In these final videos Randy released the night of the massacre, it's abundantly clear that he's lost all touch with reality. He even says that he believes the cartoon character Ember is a goddess.
I believe in a goddess, which is Ember.
He went so far as to document his unapologetic anticipation while sitting in his car, talking about how his colleagues are blissfully unaware of his plans. There are hours and hours of tapes to pore over, and that's what makes this case so chilling. Something I found shocking was just how precisely Randy had planned everything that was going to happen. Not only did he know who he would be working with and made sure to have 2 guns so nothing would stop him, and had videos ready to upload in the hour directly preceding the shooting, Randy also took the time to send an email to the actress who voiced the cartoon character Ember in the series he had created.
God.
Less than an hour before he shot his co-workers, Randy thanked her and said that by the time she read the email, he would be dead.
Oh my
Clearly,
God.
he had some very strange priorities in his last moments.
Dude, imagine you're the chick that voiced her. Oh, man. Oh, man.
What's really crazy about this email is that in it, Randy apparently...
That would put me in a funk, bruh.
Claims that he had a true purpose to his videos, including the final one, the promised Westboro High Massacre. The voiceover actress didn't go into the details about what exactly Randy's true purpose for the videos were, but I'm guessing it had something to do with his belief that when he died, he would cross over to the animated world. Now, this may sound like the end of the story to you, but it isn't, and Randy didn't think it was the end either. Again, all of the videos that Randy uploaded just before he took his own life told his side of the story. The bio of his Twitter profile even said that he was speaking from before and beyond the grave. Watching his videos, I realized that they show a slow progression from the funny and goofy guy in his earlier videos into the monster who would show up on the night of the shooting. I actually found it really surreal to watch the Westboro High Massacre video myself. It starts with a swear-filled rant before it shows Randy readying 2 rifles, which were the ones he used in the shooting, and it even includes a few cutaway scenes that show him in the grocery store. Of course, showing the place that would later become a crime scene was disturbing, but it was
Very
made all the
disturbing.
weirder by being followed with sections of Randy playing on a schoolyard playground. Still, what makes the whole thing even more bizarre is the overall poor quality of his legacy video, and the hundreds of comments below it ridiculing him for exactly this reason. Randy even went so far to make part of his final video a tribute to himself, with clips of him playing and sad music underneath. It's interesting to consider why exactly Randy targeted the supermarket. In his journal entries, he talked about how targeting the supermarket would be lame. But for some reason, he did it anyway. As it turns out, Randy said in one of his videos,
What's good, Steve? You're great, my dude.
Shirk Wizard, thank you for the $10, my guy. Appreciate that. You're great too, Shirk Wizard. You're great too. Thank you for the 10, my guy. Appreciate the generosity and the donation, my guy. Thank you, brother.
that his father was a manager there, and the two weren't exactly getting along.
So I started having lousy grades and applying for jobs, and I hated him. Didn't even want to look at him. And then all he seemed to care about was like me getting a full-time job and making money, and then trying to move out of the house and start my own life and all this, which I knew I was never gonna do. Prime example of people I hate in this world. Prime example of someone who could be nice and happy and easygoing and joking one day to better straighten out your life the next. I thought I could be bipolar too, but good Lord. I hate my profession. I want to quit. Find another job. That's what you tell me to do. You hated your job for years. What'd you do? You took it out on your family. Way to go. That's definitely the answer to all your problems, isn't it?
No comment.
Hear that? That's me clapping and applauding from the heavens above. When's the last time you ever said you were proud of me? When's the last time you ever said I love you? And I'll tell you one thing. Back in elementary school, middle school, I used to worry about Dad dying the most out of anyone in this house. So I loved him back then. Once high school took off and college and all that, I found it impossible to love him anymore. And I just started hating guys more than anything.
Something I tracked down which gave me a new insight beyond what you might find about the Weiss Market shooting was Randy's autopsy report. In addition to the gruesome details of his death, the autopsy revealed a couple of really interesting things. And as I go through what I found, the details will only get more intriguing.
Alright, I'm interested. Anonymous.
Steven, do you think you should call Jack and tell him you got a copyright strike because of this video? Just to see what happens?
Look, normally I would be all for that. But we've had enough heartache today. Okay? I do appreciate your enthusiasm, Chelsea Lynn. I do appreciate your enthusiasm, but we've had enough heartache. Thank you, though. We'll get him with it tomorrow.
The autopsy report, I found out that Randy was wearing black makeup at the time of his death. The report says that it was on his lips and in orbit patterns, which made me think that he had drawn his makeup to look like the swirls that Ember from Danny Phantom wears around her eyes. When his body was found, he apparently had women's clothing on underneath his regular clothing. And here's the most interesting find. Randy had 372 milliliters of diphenhydramine in his system when he died. For those of you who don't know, diphenhydramine is Benadryl, and you should never take more than the recommended amount as it can be fatal. But Randy had ingested way over the maximum that anyone should ever take. As soon as I saw this, I realized something. Randy would have been essentially suffering from an overdose that night. His vision would have been blurred. He could have been really confused, unsteady, or drowsy. And most startlingly, he could have been suffering from seizures and hallucinations as well. I can only speculate about why Randy may have chosen to take this much of something that would harm him, but I think it's interesting to consider that he could have been seeing or hearing things that night. Of course, he had been planning this attack for a long time, and any hallucinations may not have affected what he did. But another really interesting element of this whole thing is Randy's own comments about drugs. In his own tapes, he talks about how he isn't interested in drugs. So why did he take a harmful amount of Benadryl that night? Was it to ensure that he didn't back out of his plan? Some people have speculated that he may have been hallucinating the animated character Ember. In a 2018 interview, Kristen came forward to speak on her experience, and she emphasized that Randy was suffering from a mental illness, and that the man who carried out these evil acts wasn't the person she and her co-workers knew and loved. This was someone different. After speaking with other employees, she says everyone agreed on one thing. They never saw this coming. And maybe that's the scariest part about this whole story. Whether it was a slow, inevitable buildup or a sudden snap, nobody could see the hidden demons just below the surface of Randy's quiet and...
Well, hold on. Clearly, it was a slow, inevitable buildup and not a sudden snap. We watched him slowly plan this and buy the guns, and day 14 before he was flipping coins, and of course this was a slow buildup. No, this was always in this dude. What he did has always been in him. That it wasn't because of Danny Phantom triggered something in me. No. This guy was inevitably going to kill himself and or other people. Without question. Without question.
Unassuming demeanor until it was much too late. Although nothing can reverse this awful tragedy, perhaps it can serve as a lesson of the kinds of warning signs that may be able to alert us that someone is a danger to themselves and potentially everyone around them too.
So, damn, that one was crazy. All right. That one was effing crazy. You know, this was obviously a very narcissistic guy, so he videotaped so much of himself. And man, in return, you got a very, very disturbing little documentary. That was I found that to be very disturbing. Thank you for the subscription. Watch the human head one. I saw that. I saw the human head one. That might be the next one.
Why is YouTube deleting your channel?
Thank you for the $10, Shirk Wizard. So what happened was YouTube took down the very first video. The one with all the views. And we appealed, and it ended up being more than likely an AI issue. I think the AI saw the remote penetrate the anus, and it assumed it was some sort of porn. And but YouTube, a human, believe it or not, because humans are still superior to AI, went back, looked at it, declared it was okay, so we're back up now. So we're okay. We're okay. We're all right. Everything's okay. We're going to be okay, you guys. We're going to be okay for now. Thank you for the 10. Shirk Wizard, thank you for the 10. Powerpuff!
Hey, cool that you're not going anywhere. And next, can you check out this video, another crazy life event that took place, but on someone's stream many years ago.
Live streamer accidentally burns down his house. Alright, let's check it out. Let's check it out. This is called Live Streamer Accidentally Burns His House Down. Let's check it out. It's an 11-minute video, so I'm going to fast forward. I've seen this. I've never seen this. Bruh! What the fuck was that? Oh shit. What are you doing, bruh? Oh yeah, a cardboard box. That'll put the fire out. Bruh. Is this fake or is he stupid? I'm still trying to figure that out too. You think this might be like some insurance thing? Maybe he had like good home insurance and he's trying to, you know, like, look, it was an accident. I even have it on film. Maybe. Dude, quit putting boxes on top of the fire, dum-dum. There you go. Fan the flames. Fan the flames. Smother it! Quit fanning it! Put it on top of it and keep it on top of it! Oh my god!
That was a long...
What are you doing back? Come back to the computer! Oh my god, bro, he's just fanning it.
Just fanning.
The two were sent to Idaho State Correctional Institution following their initial convictions and remain set to live the rest of their lives.
Open mind. I was actually kind of excited for the seafood flavored ones. Ooh. Like, they got too much of the fishiness. It was like, bro, this tastes like just like dead fish.
It was actually under my PC, which is
vile,
impossible to look for.
But okay, we are starting the documentary now.
These videotapes would first appear ordinary to the unsuspecting eye. However, as you continue to watch, it becomes abundantly clear that something is wrong.
So we're gonna fucking kill her and her friends, and we're gonna keep moving on. I heard some news about Kirsten. She's gonna be home alone from 6 to 7, so we might kill her, then drive over to Cassie's thing, and scare the shit out of them, then kill them one by one.
I know what you think, but this is before the meme.
Only small snippets of the videotapes filmed by teen killers Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk have been available to the public, until now.
Wow.
The majority of the following footage has never been seen before. These are the lost tapes of the Scream Killers. Police Deputy Karen Hatch arrived at a residence on Whispering Cliffs Drive in Pocatello, Idaho. The home belonged to Allison and Frank Contreras, who had recently returned from a weekend trip. Their 13-year-old daughter, Kelsey Contreras, discovered her cousin, Cassie Jo Stoddard, lying deceased on the family's living room floor.
Hello, Cassie.
Allison immediately called 911.
Okay, what's going on?
Somebody looks dead on my side. Oh my God, it's my cousin's daughter. I need an ambulance.
Let me get you order medical. Stay on the line.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Get everybody out. There's a girl dead on my floor.
Honey, is she breathing?
No, she isn't. She's cold. Oh my God.
She's cold as a pie?
She's cold.
Okay, do you want to start CPR?
Her fingers are blue.
Okay, how old is she?
She's 16, 17. And her mom just drove up here. She's dead.
Okay, hon, we're going to get them coming, okay?
Oh my God, okay.
Cassie's body was in a state of lividity. She was face up, wearing star-studded yellow pajama pants and a white spaghetti-strap tank top. Her face fell to the right and her arms were raised over her head, elbows slightly bent. Most notably, she was covered in multiple stab wounds.
Oh my God.
The two most observable were at the center of her chest and on her left leg. Cassie was a well-rounded, trustworthy, and responsible 16-year-old girl. She was shy and loved music and art, and funny, with a great sense of humor. She performed well in school and aspired to be an attorney. Responsible as Cassie was, her aunt and uncle entrusted her with the task of watching over their home for the weekend. She agreed to help. Cassie's mother, Anna Stoddard, dropped her off to house sit, watching as she left their white Jeep Cherokee, walked up to the front door, and entered the home before driving away. This would be the last time she saw her daughter alive. Brian Lee Draper was a 16-year-old junior at Pocatello High School. He loved horror movies and played the drums.
I've always wanted to make a mark on the world and stuff. And this is a good way to do it.
Tori Michael Adamczyk, also a 16-year-old junior at Pocatello High School, lined his locker with horror movie posters and aspired to be a filmmaker.
For all you FBI agents watching this, you weren't quick enough.
The two developed a close friendship, one that would ultimately foster their dark, violent tendencies.
What is supposed to happen tonight, so hopefully I didn't move her wrong.
Most others were unaware of the boy's nature.
I know people say this all the time, and it's kind of cliche, but how do people like this find each other? How do you find another 16-year-old boy who wants to murder somebody? How do you do that? It's actually kind of a miracle. Not a miracle. I mean, it's bizarre that these two were able to find each other.
Sure. Some would comment on how friendly and happy Draper seemed, not knowing the aspects of Draper's personality that worshiped the perpetrators of the Columbine Massacre, and was planning on executing a similar attack on Pocatello High School. Adamczyk, equally disturbed, shared in these dark and was interested in Columbine. While Draper outwardly appeared more innocent, it was reported that others knew something about Adamczyk was off. Looking for pleasure and fame, the two decided they would chronicle their journey to murdering someone exactly as the killers had in the horror movie Scream. Ultimately, they developed a plan to murder their friend, Cassie Jo Stoddard. Immediately preceding the murder, Draper and Adamczyk parked down the street from the Contreras' home and stepped out of Adamczyk's car. They retrieved a soccer bag containing 2 sets of gloves, 2 long-sleeved black shirts, 4 knives, 2 masks, and a pair of work boots from the trunk. Draper handed Adamczyk a knife and took one himself before the two proceeded to walk toward the home with a singular goal in mind. They would terrorize and slaughter their 2 unsuspecting friends, Cassie and Matt. Earlier that night, the two had visited and watched a movie with the couple. Draper made an excuse to go down into the basement of the home, where he unlocked a door leading into the garage, preparing for the events to come. When the two would re-enter hours later, they cut the lights using an electrical panel conveniently located in the basement. Draper broke 2 ashtrays on the stairway in an attempt to lure Cassie downstairs to identify the source of the noise. After failing,
Dude, they literally think it's like a horror movie. They're like cutting the lights. Hey, we'll make a sound and it will lure her to a basement. No, bro, this ain't a movie. People run away from... That's how like caught up in horror land they are. Well, in the movies, when someone hears a weird noise, they're lured to it. No, bro, in real life, people fucking run from the weird noise, especially a girl in the dark.
Decided to wait for Matt to leave with the intention of attacking Cassie once she was alone. It was not long before she was. Adamczyk called Matt and learned his mother would soon pick him up. Cassie, frightened following the several odd occurrences of the night, asked if Matt could stay with her. Matt's mother refused, offering for Cassie to spend the night with them instead. Cassie, ever so responsible, chose to stay to follow through on her commitment.
I already have a headache. I knew
Remote butt.
Thank you for the 5. And fuck you too! But thank you for the 5. But fuck you. Thank you.
Watch the
Fuck
house and the family's dogs. Following Matt's departure, Draper and Adamczyk dressed in their long-sleeved black shirts and gloves and donning red and white horror movie masks, snuck upstairs, after which Draper closed the door, hoping again to prompt Cassie to check on the noise. Attempting to lure her to no avail, the two lost their patience and approached her in the living room. Whether Draper or Adamczyk struck Cassie first, they each plunged their knives repeatedly into her chest, neck, trunk, and limbs. In total, she suffered a reported 30 stab wounds.
That is sick shit.
Cassie Jo Stoddard took her final breath that night, September 22nd, 2006. Later, Draper shared,
How senseless. I mean, I know like pretty much all these murders we watch are pretty senseless, but I mean, really?
All right.
Like what? What?
with investigators that her scream was unlike any he had heard in the horror movies he loved. He said it was real.
You know what I just realized? This is still... I still have it zoomed in from the game. My bad. There we go. Should we start it over? No, I'm just kidding.
Timestamps on the tapes run from March 2006 to September 22nd, 2006, the very night of the murder, revealing all of their planning leading up to that horrific night. Draper starts to narrate their immediate plan. The two are vlogging their trip to another friend's house so they can see if she's home alone, so they can kill her.
We're going for a high death count.
We're not going not to get caught, Ryan. If we're going for guns, we're just going to end it.
The first segment of the vlog clearly indicates that Draper and Adamczyk desire a high death count. This is consistent with public knowledge listing that fame motivated Stoddard's murder.
We're just going to grab the guns and get out of there, kill everybody and leave.
We're going to make history. We're going to make history.
Aside from ostensibly sadistic
What the fuck, bro? This...
Grab the guns and get out of there, kill everybody and leave.
We're going to make history. We're going to make history.
Aside from ostensibly sadistic
What the fuck, bro? This is an actual conversation between two 16-year-old boys. Like, what the... We are fucked, bro. We are fucked.
motives, fame as primary...
That is... Fame? That is one of the craziest fucking motivations. That I mean, I've heard that before. Fame? What kind of fame are you going to enjoy in prison? Like, what fame are you going to enjoy in prison? What fame? That is nuts. Oh, thank you. Good night, Rogie. Hey, Rogie, bye. Say mwah. Little fella. Little boy.
Primary motive supports the idea that Draper and Adamczyk were highly narcissistic.
For all you FBI agents watching this, you weren't quick enough.
You weren't quick enough and you weren't smart enough. And we're going over to Dixon's house We're gonna go snoop around over there and try to see if she's home alone or not. And she's all
Dude, his little stutter just makes it even more pathetic. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
not his house. We're gonna go snoop around over there and try to see if she's home alone or not. And she's all.
Dude, his little stutter just makes it even more pathetic. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't even know, man.
Splat. She did.
Don't put your humor into this, Brian.
I'm not putting humor into it.
Adamchik's reprimand of Draper's humor injection during the filming, plus Draper's quick deference, might reflect that Brian was overly submissive to Adamchik. A subtle power dynamic characterizes Draper and Adamchik's relationship, but it's unclear who holds more influence over the other. As we watch their plan unfold, consider which party played the most significant role in determining Cassie's fate.
Yep. People will die. Memories will fade.
Memories will fade. I wonder what movie you got that from, Brian.
Myself. That was myself.
No wonder it was so lame.
Okay, we're on our way, and I'll let you stay tuned. We're almost there. Dixon's house. It's clear out there in the pasture.
Bro, why the fuck are they listening to like some like Beethoven or some shit? These kids think they are so edgy. What in the fuck? What in the fuck is
they
this
like
cringe?
movies so much that they want their
like,
whole life to be a movie.
We've already snooped around her house a couple times. She's not at home, so we're gonna go to the church over there, and we're gonna call a girl and a guy named Cassie and Matt. They're our friends.
Is that not added to post? No, that's coming from their car radio. That's coming from their car radio.
Sacrifices. So, I feel tonight it is the night, and I feel really weird. It's at my stomach and stuff, and I feel like I want to kill somebody. I know that's not normal, but what the hell?
I feel we need to break away from normal life.
How bright is this light?
Because, let's say it this way. Parents, along with their parents, and so on, taught them about God, Jesus, the whole bullshit line. I'm sure you guys believe in God as well. I realized when I was in 7th grade, you don't believe in Santa Claus or vampires or werewolves. They're used to metaphor, not...
Bro, you base your life off of a fucking fictional serial killer named Ghostface from the movie Scream.
But they teach their kids back in the 1800s, I learned this in English class, about telling their kids that you can't go outside or a vampire will get you, just to make their kids stay and do what they want to do.
Okay.
God is basically the same way.
Yep.
Trying to get people to do good, or else, so-called, you go to hell.
And we're obviously going to hell if it's real, but you know what, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Adamchik's family members and teachers reported that he struggled with critical thinking, but here he demonstrates advanced comprehension and thought surrounding complex topics. The psychological insight
Let's not give him too much credit here. Calm down.
gleaned from the message about how allegories and religious beliefs were invented by parents so that parents could control their kids suggests that control is a very salient concept for Adamchik. And given the boys' apparent antisocial tendencies, which includes being oppositional, they perhaps felt that they could rebel. The boys rebelled against their perceived external reality by doing exactly the opposite as they best knew how. Not only did they refuse to believe in God or any associated concepts, both having grown up in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but also they did just what they seemed to gain pleasure from, killing.
It's not real, because it's so blatantly obvious it's not real, but
People believe it because their parents teach them, and so it's so hard for them to let go of it because they've been taught their whole life.
Yeah, I know.
But fucking what the point I'm making is we are also taught that things like killing people and other thing is wrong. The only thing that it's wrong about is because it's breaking the law, and the law is only wrong.
Dude, why is he's talking like he's talking about legalizing weed or something. That's the point you make for marijuana. Well, the only reason it's bad is because it's illegal, and the law is, the only people just say it's wrong and it's against the law. Like, dude, what do you, like, whoa. Let me just rewind, like, just a little bit.
At things like... We are also taught that things like killing people and other thing is wrong. The only thing that it's wrong about is because it's breaking the law, and the law is only wrong. The law
natural selection, dude.
Because
natural selection. That's all I gotta say.
There should be no law against killing people. I know it's a wrong thing, but hell, you restrict somebody from it, they're gonna want it more.
Exactly.
Wow. This is a real human and his thoughts. This is a real human's thoughts. Man. Wow. This is a real human and his thoughts. This is a real human's thoughts that we are hearing right now, ladies and gentlemen. What the that is crazy. That is absolutely psychotic, man. That is absolutely psychotic. That is the sickest coping I've ever heard in my life. This is him coping with the fact that he just has a sick, demented brain.
Wait, we turn it?
And he's demented. This is him coping with that. And it's really wild.
Exactly.
It's like him he can't admit the fact that he's like, I'm evil. I want to do evil shit. I have no sympathy or empathy. It's instead this long-winded. This is crazy.
Goodbye, camera.
It's scary how young they are. Yeah. It does. Their age adds a layer of disturbingness to this.
Says that it's blatantly obvious that it's not real. He laughs.
It's so blatantly obvious it's not real.
Given that the statement was not actually funny, he may giggle or laugh as a learned response to discomfort or cognitive dissonance. Laughter makes us comfortable when an individual detects inconsistencies in his internal world. For example, two logically incompatible thoughts like, I'm doing the right thing, and society or law says murder is wrong. One mechanism posited by some classical social psychologists is that dissonance reduction is motivational. According to Festinger's cognitive dissonance theory, cognitive dissonance is an unpleasant experience, and efforts to harmonize competing thoughts or thought behavior inconsistencies include conscious efforts to reconcile such dissonance.
My friend's too pussy.
What? What did he just go on about?
To go investigate. Turn here. Why are you turning there, dude? Okay. Now we're gonna go over to Cassie and Matt's house. If they're home alone, we're gonna.
If Cassie's house, Matt is there.
Matt is there. Sorry. We're gonna knock on the door. We'll see who's there. We'll see if their parents are home or not. If they're home alone, we will leave our way, and then we will come back in about 10 minutes. We'll sneak in through the door because chances are they're probably in Cassie's room. So we'll sneak in the front door. We'll make a noise outside, and Matt will come out, investigate, kill him, and it will scare the shit out of Cassie. Okay?
Sounds like fun.
We'll stay tuned. We found our victim, and sad as it may be, she's our friend. But you know what? We all have to make sacrifices. Our first victim is going to be Cassie Stoddard and her friends.
Turn your brights off, asshole.
Well, yeah, we'll find out if she has friends over. She's going to be alone in a big, dark house out in the middle of nowhere.
Their intention to terrify Cassie suggests this murder might have been more personal than their desire to become world-class killers. Draper seems to express particularly strong malice toward Cassie, who he later admitted to having an unrequited crush on.
How perfect can you get? I mean, like, holy shit, dude.
I'm horny just thinking about it.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna fucking kill her and her friends, and we're gonna keep moving on. I heard some news about Kirsten. She's gonna be home alone from 6 to 7. So we might kill her, then drive over to Cassie's thing, and scare the shit out of them, then kill them one by fucking one. Hell yeah.
Why one by one? Why can't it be a
2 by 2 and 3 by 3? Because we gotta keep it classy. So yeah,
Classy.
it's gonna be extra fun.
You're evil.
Yes, I am. So are you.
No,
We're
evil
both
is
evil.
an expression of God. That was another test you failed.
Another display of Tori's apparent dominance over Brian. Tori tests Brian. Apparently, Tori wanted the
Brian, these two definitely fuck. And Brian is definitely the bottom.
boys to steer clear of any spiritual concept, even ones that connote evil, such as hell or Satan.
Evil is not an expression of God.
Evil is just live backwards, man. Evil is live backwards. And we're gonna live, and they're all gonna die, man.
Yes, it is.
Bullshit, you know it.
Evil, of origin, is a follower of fucking Satan.
There is no Satan.
Real? Then shut up.
Then how are we supposed to express ourselves?
Good and bad.
We're bad.
We're bad.
That sounds so shitty.
We're evil. That sounds even shittier.
We're not, okay? They were sick psychopaths that get pleasure of killing other people.
There you go.
That sounds good, baby.
Wow! You know what? For the first time, we're all in agreement.
We're gonna go down in history. We're gonna be just like Scream, except real life terms.
That
We're gonna be
sounds good,
murderers.
baby.
Like, let's see, Ted Bundy, like the Hillside Strangler, the
No.
Zodiac
voice
Killer.
sounds like a young
Most
Steven.
people
Don't
are
do that
more
to me.
amateurs compared to what we're gonna be.
Don't do that
The
to
fact
me.
that the boys mocked heinous killers like Ted Bundy, the Hillside Strangler, and the Zodiac Killer, yet viewed themselves as superior, speaks to the boys' extremely pronounced exhibitions of narcissistic features.
We're gonna be more of higher sources of
Gene.
Gene.
Well, except for that sick and that twisted.
Oh, do you know what Ed Gene's words were?
What?
Saw a girl walking down the street, right?
Yeah.
2 questions came to his head. I could take her out, have a nice time with her,
The killer.
and show her a
Get
good
her
time,
alive.
charm the pants off her, or I wonder what her head would look like on a stick.
God, these guys won't stop. Dude, I've never cringed so much. I've never cringed so much on a fucking murder documentary.
Shit.
That's creepy,
Yes.
huh?
Shit.
Among the 4 styles of humor, affiliative, self-defeating, self-enhancing, and aggressive. Aggressive humor is most common in dark personalities. Draper and Adam Chick display aggressive humor here. Adam Chick references a quote spoken by Edmund Kemper. "When I see a pretty girl walking down the street, I think 2 things. One part of me wants to take her out, talk to her, be real nice and sweet and treat her right. The other part wonders what her head would look like on a stick."
Wait, on the movie American Psycho, didn't Patrick Bateman say it was Ed Gein that said that? Not Edmund Kemper. It was Ed Gein. Wasn't it? Didn't Patrick Bateman say that's who that was? Yes? Huh.
Is a quote spoken by Ed Gein. Adam Chick misattributes this quote just as the main character
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
in the film American Psycho does.
Murder is power. Murder is
explain.
freedom. Goodbye.
I don't know.
The tapes then start off the next day, the day of Cassie's murder.
Man. The way that would, but
Perhaps Brian wanted to show one more snapshot of his normal life when he made these series of recordings on the same tape. Draper's steps are intentional as he turns each corner into the echoing hallways with a singular mindset. He holds the camera low as he approaches Cassie, a predator stalking its prey. She stands alone by her locker.
Hey, look, it's Cassie.
Hey, look, I don't know.
Hello, Cassie. I'm getting you on tape, okay?
I know it's not
Say hi,
Cassie.
please.
Ever.
Okay, see ya. Wait, have you seen Tori? He's supposed to be here at 7:30, and it's 8:19.
That's some sick shit,
He's an
man.
hour late.
That's some sick shit.
You don't even care, do you? Okay.
Can you do a remote tier list, please?
Thank
Can you
you.
do a remote tier list, please?
Thank you for the 5, Jonathan Goldner. Go fuck yourself. Jonathan Golden, go fuck yourself in the cunt. Jonathan Golden.
See ya.
Draper immediately retreats to a bathroom and films his reflection, potentially self-conscious after his interaction with his future victim.
Wait, there are guys in here.
Tawanda Stocks, thank you for the subscription.
He seems lost in the ebb and flow of overlapping conversation that surrounds him, walking alone, unseen and unheard. The next clips again take place in Draper and Adamchik's school. It appears that both are cutting class and using the library or study hall to finalize a written plan for the killing of Cassie, to take place later that very same day. Draper does most of the narration, with Adamchik interjecting. Adamchik is writing in a notebook, apparently making out written scenarios of how they will commit the murder later that night.
Sure. February, September 22nd, 2006. We're skipping our 4th hour. We're writing our plan right now for tonight. It's gonna be cool.
I would never think that these two would do some shit. Like to me, they almost give me like Beavis and Butthead vibes. Like they're just like the two dorks, the two clowns in the school. I mean, this is fucking crazy shit, man. This is crazy shit. It's weird too, because the one dude on the right is like, oh yeah, he wants to be a film director. He wants to direct horror movies. It's like, you ain't gonna direct horror movies in jail, bro, or in prison. You'll be living a horror movie, and and you won't be the antagonist, bub.
She's watching us. He's still watching us. Number 2 is what?
A genuine smile reaches the eyes, and as Draper beams at the camera, we can see his smile is real. Adamchik follows suit. This is insidious insight into the minds of two teenage killers with intentions similar to Draper's idols, the Columbine perpetrators. We see behavior mirrored between the two pairs. In one picture, Harris and Klebold stand side by side, donning long trench coats, grinning from ear to ear as they load their guns. The FBI believed Harris was a boundlessly aggressive sociopath, and Klebold a vengeful depressive. Draper often glances at the recording of himself. When Adamchik glances at the recording of himself, it is often just after Draper did so. Given that the tale of Narcissus includes the idea that the hero in the tale is obsessed with his own reflection due to competing folklore accounts, it's fitting to point out that this behavior is also consistent with narcissistic personality features. Without context, Draper and Adamchik seem like normal 16-year-old students. They skip class and pretend to do homework.
Comedic leg. just whistling while you're
like. All right, I'll let you into my mind. I'm not proud of it. I was like scared for them for a second. I was like, oh shit, Duck, your teacher's looking. I'm like, wait, these two murder somebody. What the fuck? Like, I got back into that high school mindset where I'm like, oh, the teacher's coming to put your head down. Put your head down. I was like, wait a minute, these two are fucking murdered. My bad. My bad. LOL, on the edge of your seat. Why was I on the edge of my seat? You know what it is? I just realized that the reason why I'm on the edge of my seat is I'm waiting for the teacher to walk over and see what the fuck that kid's writing, because he's like planning the shit and he's writing it down like an idiot. Or a teacher to grab the videotape and watch the fucking shit on it. That was wild. Steven broke character, I did. My bad.
There's not much going on, I know, I'm sorry.
Their noticeably inconspicuous behavior seems like that pulled directly from the characters of a sitcom.
Yeah, if you're watching this, we're probably deceased. So it's pretty creepy. I just thought of that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Really makes me think.
Well, actually, that's what happens. You die.
I guarantee you these two are not deceased. You know, these pussies did not take their own lives. I guarantee you they got arrested. They're doing life in prison. These pussies didn't kill themselves.
Roughly that time. I don't know. This tape is already been used.
Dude is just drinking an empty can at this point. Yeah. Nervousness. A lot of nervousness. And Aiden Mations, thank you for the 3 months. He said, just realized it's been almost 10 hours. Yep, this has been almost a 10-hour stream, man. We don't play here. We don't play here. We don't play.
Tonight. So hopefully nothing will go wrong. Everything will go smoothly, and we can get our first kill done started, and we can keep going.
For you future serial killers watching this tape, I don't know what to say.
It's
Good luck
fun.
with that.
Yeah. Good luck.
Tori and Brian clearly wanted to send this video segment as a message. They seem to frame it as an interview with them, where they talk about their specific serial killer goals. Their nonverbal gestures frequently indicate what seems to be nervous fidgeting and/or excitement. We see the complex dynamic of their relationship. They play off and bolster one another, gaining momentum as they go. Humans thrive and adapt more efficiently with social support. Encouragement from friends and family often increases goal attainment, which contributes to overall improved quality of life. Individuals affected by severe mental illness are often socially isolated and frequently display avoidant tendencies that prevent them from forming healthy social bonds. However, Draper and Adamczyk share similar dark and terrifying tendencies, desires, and goals.
Z goes, why stream so long? He ignored baby for 10 hours.
A toxic and lethal combination primed for action.
Hopefully,
you could have been practicing violin, but you stream?
Yeah, we probably tried it 10 times, but they've never been on the loan, so.
Or when they have, their parents show up.
As long as we're patient, and we were patient.
Why you no doctor yet? That's a good one. Why you no doctor yet? Why you no doctor yet?
Our plan all worked out now. So.
Family guy.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm sorry.
Don't talk to me when you
Serial murderers often identify a special first target. First targets may form the basis for desired characteristics in future murder victims, i.e. blonde hair, short, quiet.
We have to stick with the plan. And she's perfect, so she's gonna die. But we're just on Kirsten Barnes' house, probably. And then we have a new victim now. Her name is Miranda Chacon. She started just she told me to be quiet and to shut up, so now she's dead. I've always wanted to make a mark on the world and stuff. And this is a good way to do it.
Kill all those Mormons out there.
I know. Combine my love with horror movies with my love wanting to, you know, be popular. Famous.
This goal may be driven by a subconscious yearning for
Is that famous thing not make any sense? I know I've said this before, but like the whole I want to kill people to be famous. Does that make any fucking sense? Does that make any... Dude, go try to become like a porn actor or something, bruh. Like wait till you turn 18 and go try to put on... Try to become a porn actor. I mean, if you're that desperate to be famous, you ain't gonna enjoy fame in prison, bro. You ain't gonna enjoy any fame in prison.
general acceptance and feelings of belongingness.
No, you know, like, he never knows my name. Well, I care. I care, Harrison. Dylan Cleveland. They're really famous now. And their massacre lasted 45 minutes. And ours is probably gonna last like...
Yeah, and they're dead. And they're dead!
2 weeks.
What happened? Really only 2 weeks?
Well, it just depends if we're smart or not, dude. If we're not, I think we'll get it up. Maybe 8 kills.
I'm thinking I'd like always 20.
Hold on, Asa, unban him. I want to see how I'm gay. I want to find out if I'm gay or not. Hold on, wait a minute.
What?
Put user in timeout. 10 seconds. He said I may be gay. Someone asked how. I want to figure out how I'm gay. I want to know. I need to know this. I need to know this, Asa. Then we can time him out.
20 kills.
That's a lot of kills.
I want to see what he knows about me.
It's a lot of people to kill.
But there's a lot of people in this body.
I agree.
When they die, I'll get stabbed. No one does that.
It seems that although Draper and Adam Chick conspired toward the same
Nothing wrong
goal,
with gay.
one
All right, you can
primary
ban him now.
motivation behind their intent differs.
Or not ban.
They
time
both
him
seek
out.
fame and thrill,
Thank you. Thank
but
you,
Draper
Asa.
might be further involved by an obsessive fixation on Cassie, whereas Adam Chick fantasizes about killing multiple people, often. Adam Chick never mentions Cassie by name.
We'll see.
Oh my God, just see.
Well, if we're on there, you know, breaking the houses in you, so. 3-piece.
The fuck? Nighthawk, thank you for the 20 they were 16, yeah. Thank you for the 29 months. He said, hope all, hey Steven, hope all is well. Peace, brother. Thank you, Nighthawk. Thank you for 29 months a member, my guy. God dang. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Can you be in class? So,
It's the same thing I did.
we're waiting for a documentary right now.
Oh, sorry. Just don't remember.
No, it's cool, it's cool. We're just documentary, you know, just for school projects. I guess, yeah, I guess you call it project, right?
Yeah.
The other kid is like, dude, shut the fuck up.
What the hell are you guys doing?
Very nice.
Yeah, I suppose.
So,
How's it going?
It's going pretty good, 100%. Are you playing soccer?
The tension right now, man. I want to move it to where you guys can see the dialogue.
Not this year. I decided to not play soccer this year. I have more important things to do.
Much more.
A lot more important. So, I'm not playing soccer.
This implies that Draper and Adam Chick had been planning Cassie's murder before the beginning of the school year. Adam Chick had called a friend on August 31st, 2006, to ask for help purchasing knives under the guise of wanting to start a collection. They would use them to kill Cassie less than a month later.
And you're on JV, I think it. Really? You're on varsity?
Importantly, as Draper fearlessly navigates the conversation, he displays little to no signs of anxiety or fear, calling into question his anxiety diagnosis. Remember this as we progress. Does Draper exhibit signs of anxiety, aggression, anger, or sadness? From the take control behavior he displays here, We could infer that Draper is the primary instigator or the ringleader, but the evidence is conflicting.
I'm supposed to...
I love how obsessed with the narrator is who the leader is. Like...
So I go to the game tomorrow.
Does it matter?
I'm gonna go.
What game?
Foosball.
You want to go?
I'm going with my grandpa.
Huge.
That's right after he eat. So.
Is this...
So you take some more classes?
No. Just not playing soccer. I know. It's terrible. What the hell are you doing? Put one on our camera now. For all you viewers, this is the three-piece and biscuit. Three-piece and biscuit.
Inside joke.
That's his name, man. And he plays foosball. And he stopped to say hi.
I did not mean my mic. I was afraid I
What the fuck? Okay. Yep. Stay tuned. Hold on.
Their well-meaning classmate feigns choking, a perverse and ironic foreshadowing of the death that would occur later that night. This classmate later testified as a civilian witness in Adamchik's trial, State versus Adamchik. Their lighthearted interaction suggests that Draper and possibly Adamchik may have been more involved and accepted in their high school community than is typical of youth with violent and antisocial proclivities, as it seems Draper and Adamchik display. Draper specifically seems to have been well ingrained. During his trial, character witnesses explained that he appeared to be a healthy, happy teenage boy, which suggests he has a keen ability to blend into normalcy.
Okay. So we're Saturday convenience. Okay, we're back. Sorry for that. That's kind of not planned, but you know, shit happens.
You sound kind of gay. Sorry to be that little thing.
Okay.
I'm surprised, Ken.
That's my food, dude.
Now you know what kind of person Brian is.
Hey, come on.
I like the way this scenario begins. And we kill her.
Just do it. End it.
I just hate every second of this. It's cringe in like so many different ways.
Scenario C.
For those
it's multi layers of cringe.
This is me.
I can't look away though. I will say that. I cannot look away.
Obituary.
No.
Your information.
My.
What?
Giving you the right to copy me with a character that looks like me. Because I know in Hollywood they usually have people complain they can't have people looking like the real thing.
His creeping drawl as he speaks of his future fame is chilling. He displays pronounced narcissistic behavior.
I don't care. It's my body. I get to choose how I look in the movie, and I want you to look just like it. The character to look like it.
Well said, well said.
So if my parents are like, no, you can't do that, it's not my parents' choice. It's mine.
Say fuck him, and then just do it.
Okay. And if they try and sue you, use this paper to back up.
Yeah.
They can't do it.
Yep. I hear you. I'm the same way. Okay.
Scenario C.
How about Matt arrives at the same time as Ken?
Good job doing the subtitles. Thank you. I'm trying.
How about we hide inside the house? Me, sorry, our locker. I'm a Halloween
Pretty
style.
fucking sweet, isn't it?
My trench coat.
Isn't it?
Adamchik's locker is evidence of his obsession with horror. Posters plaster the inside. Unsurprisingly, we see the movie Scream.
Decently sweet. Smokes here.
Yeah, I heard that guy.
Well, I'm gonna
Look at those little legs.
What a fag.
Let's go.
We see that his television is on, and a closer examination reveals that the movie that inspired Cassie's murder, Scream,
Bro, watch a
was
different
playing.
movie.
Just hours prior to the murder at approximately 5:28
It's a classic,
p.m.,
but Jesus
Draper
Christ.
seems to be practicing and gathering momentum, hyping himself up for what will follow. We hear a brief, chilling, and discordant musical hum before we find ourselves back with the pair in Adam Chick's car.
We're here in his car. The time is 9:50.
Did you get rehabilitated, Z?
Unfortunately, we
Pull
had
up
the
your
grueling
pants.
task of killing our
Dude, Wes
two
is gonna go murder somebody. I think pulling up his pants is, you know, I think he's lost. I think he's
friends, and they are right in that house just down the street.
We just talked to them. We were there for an hour. But
We checked out the whole house. We know there's lots of doors. There's lots of places to hide. I unlocked the back doors, so it's all unlocked. Now we just gotta wait, and we're really nervous right now, but you know we're ready.
we're listening to the greatest rock band
We've
ever,
waited for this for a long time.
Pink Floyd. Before we commit,
Who listens to Pink Floyd before they go murder? What in the fuck? That's like, what? Hey man, want to smoke some sticky icky, listen to Pink Floyd, and then go stab somebody to death? Who the fuck can murder somebody after listening to Pink Floyd? All right, they're monsters. All right, death penalty.
Murder.
We waited for this for a long time.
A long time.
You know, if they would have said like Slayer or some shit, like okay, but Pink Floyd? What song by Pink Floyd gets you in the mood to murder?
We'll stay tuned. Just killed Cassie. We just left her house. This is not a fucking joke. I stabbed her in the throat, and I saw her lifeless body just disappear. Dude, I just killed Cassie.
Draper divulges that he stabbed Cassie in the throat, and shortly following, we hear a full variant of the phrase, "just killed Cassie," as "I just killed Cassie." In the interviews that followed, the two attempted to downplay their roles in the crime.
Wow, God, they got their parents in the interrogation room. That's what I want to fucking watch. I want to watch the interrogation with his parents in there. Like, hey, watch these tapes that your son made.
Moreover, Draper claimed he only stabbed Cassie because Adam Chick told him he had to. In stark contrast to his claim, Draper singularly stakes claim to Cassie's murder here, stating "I" instead of "we."
Oh, fuck. That felt like it wasn't real. I mean, it went by so fast.
Shut the fuck up. We gotta get our act straight.
It's okay. Okay, let's buy movie tickets now.
Okay.
Come on, goodbye.
No.
Goodbye.
As he straddles the line between shock and euphoria, consider one key observation. Draper's voice is crystal clear. Draper transitions through periods of low, moderate, and severe slurring and stuttering throughout these videos.
Yeah, dude, that like, he doesn't stutter anymore.
Accounts of friends and family indicate that Draper had a noticeable stutter throughout childhood. He was targeted by his peers, a victim of bullying. The forensic psychologist responsible for his evaluation believed this contributed to the development of his violent tendencies.
Bullshit.
Medical research has yet to
Bro, ain't no way of getting picked on a little bit as a kid for a stutter is gonna make you kill. Bull fucking shit.
explain how stutters develop. Generally, their cause is believed to be a complex mix of biological, psychological,
Come on,
and
bro.
environmental factors. Childhood trauma is often associated with stuttering
Slayer!
and may lead to long-term
Thank you for the
deficits in
support.
speech. Brain structure and genetics, often determinants of mental illness, may also play a role. Individuals who suffer from serious mental illness are more likely to experience problems with cognitive processing that lead to speech impairment. Draper stuttering is a distinct, mysterious characteristic. In this intense moment of heightened arousal, he does not stutter once.
I guess your eyes were up, chest was moving through. I thought you were going like this. I thought it was joking, you know, like yeah, it's a joke. They're trying to, you know, he's trying to splash it or it doesn't look fake at all. And he said, we have to kill her. I can't believe I did this. And he said, we have to kill her. And so he stabbed me out of the way. And then he just kept, I heard it go in. I heard the chest, like, pound on the chest. It was supposed to happen. It was supposed to be a joke.
This is the guy that's trying to be a famous cold-blooded killer. And then he held a knife, and I didn't do anything, and I was scared, and he said I had to, and I could hear it, and like, what? Why are you turning into a little bitch now? You were so confident and cocky, and you wanted this. You wanted this. Why are you pinning it on your friend? You know what? I would respect it more if he took all the credit. If he was like, you know what? No, I'm the fucking cold-blooded killer. I'm the one who's gonna be famous. I killed Cassie. He just stood by. I did it. What the fuck? He's folding. What in the fuck? I'm disappointed, young man. You don't think they're gonna find those fucking tapes, you dummy? You might as well. I don't even know, man.
So sorry. We just killed Cassie. We just left her house. This is not a fucking joke. I stabbed her in the throat and I saw her lifeless body just disappear.
The two were sent to Idaho State Correctional Institution following their initial convictions and remain set to live the rest of their lives in prison.
I can live with that. Alright. The video very abruptly ends. That was a very abrupt ending. Okay. Well, there you go.
No, it didn't.
There you go, man. Okay. Well, that was fucked up. That was fucked up. That was a good one, though. That was a good one, though. He was bad acting. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Booty Warrior time? What the fuck is Booty Warrior? Hold on. Okay. Alright. Let's see if it'll actually let me play media shares. Okay. So, I'm gonna get off the stream before she goes to bed. I'm gonna Jar Squatter, and we were talking about like how we had more of an interest in that shit when we were younger, and now that we're older, it's not something we really care that much to see. And Jack was talking about like this guy like genociding a bunch of like children in his military vehicle and like war crimes. And I go, yeah, and there's a video of like this dog like eating a guy's balls, and Jack stopped, and we talked about like 2 girls, 1 cup, 3 guys, 1 hammer, and then Jack goes, dude, what the fuck? He goes, why are you bringing that video up? And I was like, I go, that kind of falls in line with everything else, doesn't it? And he goes, I don't want little kids looking up that, like being dead serious. He goes, I don't want little kids looking up that video. And I was like, well, I mean, since when are we responsible for that? And he just like he got up and marched out. It was weird, bro. It was weird. It was weird. He goes, don't say that. And every time I was about to say it, I'm like, he can't be thinking of, I was like, he must be thinking I'm talking about something else. Probably the most pissed I've ever seen him. It was so weird, but okay, the weird part is, I was worried for him, but it was weird because I was like, he must be thinking I'm talking about a different video. And then when I finally said it, and he was like, yeah, that's what it was, and I was like, That's what we've been talking about. That's literally been the subject matter. Go back and watch it, Cindy G. I want your Cindy G is a smart guy. Stop patrol igniting him. I want an expert to look at that conversation.
Police and thieves, the clash, drugs in my body, thieves like us.
Oh shit.
Remind me, Roy Xop, and finally, cocaine model by ZHU.
Thank you very much, Pace. Let me write that down, my guy. Police and thieves. The Clash. Drugs in my body. Thieves like us. Remind me. Wait a minute. Police and thieves. The Clash. Drugs and probably easier to taste it. You know what? I've thought of that before, but there's something about writing it down that's just classic, man. That song was hardcore, bro. I fucked with that. Dude, you never played Doom Eternal. You act like we've quit streaming and I never played Doom Eternal. We're still streamers, bro.
Last one.
All right, there we go. I got him down. Thank you very much, Pace. Appreciate you, man.
This is actually hard.
Night Lavelle, Dark Light. Check it out. Never heard of this before. Let's check it out.
What are we gonna do about you?
Seconded. Secondese nuts.
Hire some skinnier chicks, bro. It might be. You think it's time to fire and need a bath? Is she not cutting the chut anymore?
She has a girlfriend now by Real Big Fish.
She has a girlfriend now by Real Big Fish. All right, thank you, Green Alien. Thank you, brother. God, these still have 8 minutes to grow. God, California Orange takes forever, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking
there we go.
Yeah, same, man. Same here.
Full thing
Yeah.
done. That was tiring. Oh, it took us 2.5 hours.
Have
That's
you ever been
pretty good.
addicted to anything? Not that I can think of. Why? Why do you ask? Have you, Josh? Coffee? All right, caffeine might be a bad one. Okay, I can say caffeine. Caffeine. Didn't you do whippets in school? No. That was far after high school. That nicotine, man. Yeah, I never got addicted to nicotine, bro. I never got addicted to nicotine. That one never got me.
Alright, I'm gonna leave. I said I was gonna do beats later, but I'm getting too tired. I have a headache right now. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe.
I'm not addicted now.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.